I cannot believe this, guys. There is now another superstar that has emerged as a potential target for the Los Angeles Lakers, and this guy can potentially land in LA as soon as this upcoming offseason. We're going to talk about what this report is, who the player is, and why he makes sense for the Los Angeles Lakers, and why there might even be some buyer's remorse. So welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff. We cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, whether it's reports, rumors, trades, signings, games, anything in between. We'll have it covered here. We'll keep you all up to date with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. We are on the road now to 20,000 subscribers. That's a lot of guys and a lot of gals as well. Yet, out of everyone who watches our videos over this last month, 87+% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. 80% of you guys watching this video probably are not subscribed. So if you're a fan of the content, you want to keep up, you want to tap in, stop what you're doing right now and hit that subscribe button. But I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer because I'm really excited about this one here. This video, LA-Melo, LaMelo, however you want to say it. There is a shocking report out there. And I guess, trade season is still in the air despite the fact that the trade deadline has passed, because Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype had this to say that was definitely swirling around the internet, saying, quote, "Following the Luka Doncic trade, NBA executives around the league have expanded their horizons on which potential stars could be next to change teams. The availability of Hornets guard LaMelo Ball is one of the stars several executives who spoke with Hoops Hype will be monitoring on the trade market this summer." So, according to Michael Scotto, based on the people he's talking to, LaMelo Ball is a name that NBA teams are perhaps looking at as the next potential guy who could be available, the next superstar. Because anytime there's a big move like this, the question is, who's the next guy up? Now, it's probably going to be Kevin Durant for the Phoenix Suns. It seems like he's going to get moved. But who else is it going to be? Is there a domino effect? Because just like the Suns, and even more so, the Charlotte Hornets are bad. In fact, they are one of the worst teams in the NBA, and perhaps LaMelo Ball is sick and tired of putting up really good numbers, putting up great seasons, had individually one of the best seasons in the NBA this season, and he didn't even make an all-star game reserve, yet alone be a starter. And so LaMelo Ball is not able to reap the rewards of the work that he's putting in and what he's putting out on the basketball court because the team around him is so freaking bad. And now he's in year 5, right? Like, this is not still a young player, but yet this is someone who may want to start winning some games soon before his reputation gets tampered by the fact that he's a good player on a bad team that doesn't know how to win. And that does bring us to our next point here, guys, because if him and Luka Doncic were teammates, I think that's the word we got to give. Like Razzmatazz, we got to make up some random word in the dictionary to describe the craziness of a LaMelo Ball, Luka Doncic, and even LeBron James, perhaps, trio. I mean, you talk about the greatest trio of playmakers in NBA history, because look at what LaMelo Ball has been doing for Charlotte this season. 26 points per game, 7 assists per game. The shooting numbers are not great, but LaMelo Ball is able to do things on a basketball court that someone at his size, 6'7", a 6'7" point guard, that really no one is able to do in the NBA. Not even Luka Doncic, right? You watch LaMelo Ball. It feels like he's playing Chino Hills basketball, but in the NBA, right? The man scored 92 points and was pulling up from half court at Chino Hills. And LaMelo Ball, everybody said that game's not going to work in the NBA. It has. He makes these flashy plays. And look, there's a flashy playmaker that Laker fans have loved, a tall point guard who's known for running the court, named Magic Johnson. LaMelo's got some flashes of magic in his game. I'm not saying he's Magic Johnson before all of you come down in the comments and complain. That's not what we're saying. He'd be the closest thing to Magic, though, in terms of style and height that the Lakers would have had since Magic Johnson. You can even make an argument maybe Luke is that guy now. But LaMelo Ball has that flash, and let's be honest, guys, think of the Los Angeles Lakers brand. Ever since the late great Dr. Buss bought this team and now has handed it down to his kids, and Jeannie Buss, now his daughter, the majority owner, ever since the Buss family has ran this Lakers team, this franchise, in the city of stars, that is what the Lakers do. They chase the stars. Throughout their entire history, it's worked out when they've gotten LeBron. It's worked out when they've gotten Shaq and Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. but it's also fallen on their face when they got Dwight Howard the first time. They gave up the farm to get him. They traded for Steve Nash. They traded for Russell Westbrook. Sometimes it falls flat on their face, but what the Lakers historically do is they chase the stars, and LaMelo Ball is a star who's currently in one of the smallest markets in the entire NBA right now, in the Charlotte Hornets. You ship him to Los Angeles, you have a superstar talent on a superstar team in the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm telling you guys, that is what this team is about. But let's bring it up to our final point here, guys. And what a lot of you might be wondering, no Ball in this family. Is this actually a realistic landing spot and a realistic trade scenario for LaMelo Ball? Well, for one, LaMelo Ball just signed a 5-year, $200+ million contract, which just kicked in this current season right now. So, right now he's on the books all the way through 2029, and right now it's kind of like that first big contract he gets, and then the next contract he would sign would be like his, the contract you sign when you're in the prime of your career. So LaMelo Ball right now is on the contract for a long time, which is a pro for a team that wants to trade him, but also a con as well for the Charlotte Hornets. He's not an expiring contract. They have a lot of leverage over him because he's under contract for a long time. So the Charlotte Hornets, if they were to possibly trade LaMelo Ball, he's not really going to have as much of a say as he probably would like, because there's not a sense of urgency. They can figure it out, and he's still only 23 years old. So I don't think that the Hornets are going to trade LaMelo Ball willingly. And on top of that as well, let's not forget the absolute fiasco that happened between the Lakers and the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams. I think there's going to be a lot of sour milk drank between the Charlotte Hornets and the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to negotiate any sort of deal going forward, especially for the star player. And the Hornets are not going to do the Lakers any favors giving them LaMelo Ball the same way that the Mavericks did the Lakers a favor and giving the Lakers Luka Doncic. So that's also a massive roadblock. And trust me, there's a lot of pettiness in the NBA. And you best believe the Hornets and Lakers will, in fact, be petty with each other. But let's talk through a scenario in which this trade does actually happen. If somehow the stars align, can the Lakers actually get this done? Well, they can get this done. They're going to have to match LaMelo Ball's contract here, which, again, on the books, we're going to look for this next season, $37 million. The Lakers, since they're a first apron salary cap team, that means that they're going to have to give up more salary than they're getting in return for this deal. So look at the Lakers' payroll here. They did not have to give up Austin Reaves to get LaMelo Ball or to get Luka Doncic. The odds that would happen again are slim. So Austin Reaves could perhaps be in the deal. You'd have Rui Hachimura as well, and Dalton Knecht perhaps. The Hornets did in fact show interest in him. That would give you about $35 million. That actually would not be enough to get it done. They would have to probably throw in perhaps a guy like Shake Milton here as well, since he's under contract. There'd probably be some sort of deal. There might have to be a third team involved to make the money work. And on top of that, too, Lakers will have to give up every single first-round pick that they possibly have, which isn't a lot to go get LaMelo Ball, because I don't think the asking price is going to be nearly as cheap as it was perhaps for a Luka Doncic, you can argue. So, all in all, I don't think this actually happens. I don't think LaMelo Ball is going to land with the Lakers anytime soon. Unless he asks for a trade, I don't think LaMelo Ball is going to be leaving the Charlotte Hornets anytime soon. And on top of that as well, I have my questions about LaMelo Ball. Honestly, he's struggled to stay healthy. He's got a ton of injury history, especially with the ankles. It might be the fact that he's wearing those crappy big baller brand shoes for quite some time. That might have had something to deal with it, but who knows? Now he's with Puma. But on top of that, too, I do question if LaMelo Ball's a winner. The man hasn't really won anything since he's been at Chino Hills. He didn't win a lot of games in high school. He played 1 year overseas, and he's been on one of the worst teams in the NBA over the last 5 years, the Charlotte Hornets. The last time, guys, they made the playoffs was in 2017. I was still in high school the last time that that the Charlotte Hornets made the playoffs. I graduated college 4 freaking years ago. I graduated high school and college the last time ever since the Hornets made the playoffs. So let that be known, guys, that it's probably not going to happen, as LaMelo Ball is really the only reason fans in Charlotte even go to games. But like I said, guys, who knows? We got Luka Doncic. Anything can happen. And if you watch all the way through this video and you're a fan of our content, but you're not subscribed, I'm going to show you this one more time because 87+% of you guys watching our videos are not subscribed. So if you've watched all the way through, you like what you're watching, you want to keep up to date with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, just click that subscribe button. I promise you guys, we'll keep the content churning every single day, cover every single angle that there is surrounding your Lakers here on Lakers Digest.